Hello and welcome to the Woodrow Instrument Company tutorial videos. Today we will be learning a jazz song called Fly Me to the Moon. Now the Woodrow is an excellent instrument to play really any kind of music there is. In this case, as I said, we're going to get into a little bit more of a sophisticated harmonic structure, if you may. Although we have 3 strings, technically 4, but the first string is double, and since it's tuned to unison, I always refer to it as being one single string. So although we have 3 strings, we can still play 7th chords, which are 4-note chords. We just have to leave out some notes within that chord. So I don't want to get too much into the theory. I want to start playing so that you guys can start learning right away. Fly Me to the Moon. So the first chord is a B minor 7. Now, if you have a Rambler, your Rambler's tuned a 5th above the artist, Woodrow. This is the artist model. The Rambler is a smaller model, and although you are tuned different than me, the shapes are gonna be exactly the same. So don't get caught up on the name of the chords. Learn the shapes, and you'll be able to play the song. All right. So the first chord is B minor 7. I'll play the whole song, and then I'll go over what I just did. So it goes, fly me to the moon and let me sing among the stars. Let me see what spring feels like in Jupiter and Mars. In other words, please hold my hand. In other words, please kiss me. All right. Now, what did I just do? I did B minor, just like that. The middle finger is on the bass string, 2nd fret. The first finger is on the 1st fret of the middle string. And you play that. If you wanted to play B minor 7, all you have to do is lift the first finger and play all strings. Alright? Or you could just play B minor. Fly me to the... Next chord is a E minor 7. So E minor 7 is the first finger on the bass string, 1st fret, middle finger on the middle string, 1st fret, and the first double string is open. That's E minor 7. All right. Fly me to the moon. Next chord is A7. And for A7, I'm playing this kind of chord. So 3rd finger, 3rd fret, bass string, middle finger, middle string, 2nd fret, 1st finger, 1st fret, 1st double string. After that, it's a D major 7. D major 7, I'm playing the bass string open and the middle finger on the middle string, 2nd fret, 3rd finger on the 2nd fret of the 1st double string. After that comes a G major 7. A G major 7 is 3rd finger on the bass string on the 3rd fret, middle finger on the 2nd fret of the 1st double string, and the 1st finger on the middle string, 1st fret. Let's play these 4 chords together. That was 5 chords actually. Now the next chord is a C minor 7 flat 5, C sharp minor 7 flat 5. And for that we're going to play this chord. So this chord is played middle finger on the 3rd fret of the bass string, 1st finger on the middle string, 2nd fret, and 3rd finger on the 3rd fret of the 1st double string. Okay, and then we play, I'm playing this chord, which is 1st finger on the bass string, 2nd fret, middle finger on the middle string, 2nd fret, 3rd finger on the double string, 2nd fret. Or you could just bar the 2nd fret across all strings. All right? That is You're playing this chord as a substitute for the F sharp 7. And then you go to a B7. In this case, I don't want to get too technical, but I'm playing the same chord as a B minor, but I'm not ringing out the first string. The first string is a D. That is, in music, we call that the third. And if I leave the third out, then your ear will pick up the chord as a B7 because of where it's coming from. Because of the preceding chords, the chord progression tells your ear to make it a B7. Alright? So let's play it up to this point. So, okay. Fly me to the moon and let me sing among the stars. Let me see what spring looks like in Jupiter and Mars. In other words, so this in other words is a E. I'm playing an E minor 7, and this shape is first finger on the bass string, 3rd fret, third finger on the middle string, 4th fret, and my middle finger is on the 3rd fret of the first double string. You got that? Like that. Then A7. A7 is 3rd finger bass string on the 4th fret, 1st finger middle string on the 2nd fret, and middle finger on the 1st double string, 3rd fret. Then F sharp minor 7. You're going to stay in the same position. All you're going to do is lift the middle finger. You lift the middle finger off and you bar the first finger across the middle string and the first double string. So you have this. See? So you went from A major 7, A7 I mean, to F sharp minor 7. Okay? And then B. Alright? And then E. I'm barring my first finger across the 1st fret, all strings. Then I'm adding to that bar my 2nd finger on the middle string of the 2nd fret. Or you could play it like this if it's easier. 1st finger bass, 1st fret, 3rd finger middle string, 2nd fret, and 1st finger 1st fret. What I did, since I was barring this one, I just added that note. And then you add the pinky for your next chord, right there, and you end up here. So, I'll play it very slow and in close-up. And I always play the melody. The melody is within the chord. Alright, so here we go. Fly me to the moon and let me sing among the stars. Let me see what spring looks like in Jupiter and Mars. In other words, please hold my hand. In other words, please kiss me. So that's Fly Me to the Moon. If you want to like to add a little rhythm with your right hand, you could do that. Fly me to the moon, let me sing among the stars. lesson, I'll take you through the chords once again, without describing where the fingers are, but just so that you can see it one more time. Fly me to the moon and let me sing among the stars. Let me see what spring looks like in Jupiter and Mars. In other words, please hold my hand. In other words, please kiss me. This chord you can bar it through. Alright, if you have any comments, leave them below this video. I will be more than happy to answer any questions you have. And again, any song that you wish to learn, also comment on the section and I'll make a video of the song. Until the next video, play your Woodrow, enjoy and share it with the whole world. I'll see you next time. Bye.